Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is against astronomy basically. I'm saying like we can go to the stars. The stars are in our grasp, our reach. The science is wrong. Quantum mechanics is wrong. Einstein is wrong physics, and the classical physics is wrong. This is and the chemistry and mathematics even. This is where you will find in my channel. So about the computer, this is also what you'll find in my channel. I have few videos on the computer. The computer, normal computer, does not compute. It is unfortunate name. So for the normal computer is not computing anything, how a quantum computing is going to compute. So if you know, I cut from other videos and I to make you some idea, and I comment. So after you watch that video, I'm going to break and I'm going to show to you. If you saw in the beginning, we 32,000 folders. I will explain to you that the computer is basically a phone. So watch.
So, this is it.
This is a quantum computer.
This is a quantum computer.
Here I am seeing a real-life quantum computer for the very first time with my friend and king of tech YouTube, Marques Brownlee. And I'm finally understanding why quantum computers are such a big deal.
Quantum computers.
Quantum technology.
What on earth is a quantum computer?
Bits, qubit, try all the codes at once.
Whichever nation first develops a practical quantum computer will have a tremendous advantage.
Quantum supremacy.
I see a lot of news about quantum computers, and it's always extremely confusing.
That was really well done, and I still need to rehear it.
But also, it's often wrong. Quantum computers aren't supercomputers. They aren't bigger, faster versions of what we use now. There's something totally different. And that difference is actually the key to understanding why they're such a big deal, why governments around the world are battling it out to build them the fastest. Quantum computers are wild. They're on track to change what we can build and how we understand the world. They're kept at temperatures colder than space. But if you think you really understand how they work, you're probably wrong.
Okay, if you watch that, this is the way I made the videos. I cut a minute from some videos if they let me. Okay, I'll cut it for the exemplification. Okay, so now quantum computing, you are imagining somehow that it's computing. I'm telling you the normal computers does not compute. So if you, I'm telling you what a computer is, and if you believe that it is stupid, all the guys on the internet on high-tech stuff. So it is an old telephone like this, you know, an old telephone like this, 1 2 3 4 with numbers. Okay, so you charge it. If you'll dial 1 through your phone number, okay, and if you make a packet of energy, you see why they did it like this. You charge it from here, you charge it, some energy is 1, from here is 2, from here, and I put letters also, A, B. You see, so now watch system 32 to understand. So you have a phone number code. It's your phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, you dial it. So do you make a packet of energy? You can make it now not by spinning this. To make a different charge, you can make it. You assign to the buttons like this, like in remote. You assign to the buttons an energy. So now you can touch them. 1 2 3 A B C D. So now you make a code. So now from the old telephone, this packet of energy that it is like I've told you goes through a wire, and nowadays wireless, and goes some operators and a century. If you know, in the old times, they made a connection, because you see all the town has numbers, like let's say 32, like this video is 32,000 folders. Okay, this is the name of the video on computer. So now you have 32,000 phone numbers. Now, so in old times they hire these operators. You see some routes, and your phone number go there, and you want to make the connection, maybe in another town or somewhere. So it was already, and they blocked like a cable. So you say the operator give me the connection with that port, and the operator plugged, you see. So in that direction. So now they made some piece on okay, and your phone number only is copied and it is registered and is sent when you dial the address, if you understand. So now you put your phone number an address and it goes automatically. There is a switch and a phone operators. I'm telling you science. These guys are not okay. If you understand, okay. It says a switch and an address and knows where to go. Another way, you put a letter with like a paper letter like this, and you put the address. And you have somebody who reads the address and goes there, and your address on your part. So your phone number here and the address where you want to go. But now they made this switch, you see, not to make the operator to do these things. To be a physical switch, like electronic switch, they register the number and goes there with address, with your address. This is how the internet web. But the computer. So watch a part where I filmed and I spoke 32,000 folders in Windows system. So watch. I have here Windows 8. So you go in local disk, Windows Win SS. You see, you have here 32,000 items, 32,000 folders. You see, and each has an address. You see, like a unique address, like a phone number, and you enter here. Like this is the Windows. 32,000 by letters C, F, you see, M, N, P, and repeats. Many with A, many with D, many with E, and a unique kind of addresses. You see, 32,000 of them. So I will explain to you. So it's not computing. It is identify an address and goes there like old phone. Okay, if you saw that, you see this identify number. So because it's a physical address and an address, okay. So the light does these things, okay. They minimalized only that if you have a big you have this big, let's say, computer. It's not your phone. It is somewhere where you send the signal, okay. So now nobody stays to plug the cable there. There's piece and identify the address and sends to that numbers and makes you in touch with that, okay. So now what they did with the computer, they realized how big must be to dial the address, and you realize the small, because you can dial addresses. You here, this is a main processor. You put here like 32,000 folders made, okay, and there become your addresses. With numbers, letter and numbers, okay. So now you dial them. You put your folder as a picture, okay. You dial a full standard folder that they made. So even it is not programmed. How do you understand the computer? It is not a program. It is not calculated. It identifies you put a picture like a folder picture. It is a picture. You press with an energy in it like this, or with a finger, and it goes in an address that you dial, but it's identified by numbers or number code or if you understand. So it is not computing anything. This is unfortunate name. It is not like the phone itself. It is like a central connection when you go all the signal to be distributed, the computer. And it is another thing. It is what the projector. You have a screen, you project pictures, and it is another thing. It is a old video type player. It is an old video type player. But you see, with tapes, But now you can put it in this. But now you can put it in this. I have sticks here, sticks. But you have always pictures here. You not calculate pictures. You not compute pictures. Why you are computing a movie? You are not computing a movie. Okay. So watch another part from these guys, and then I will continue to clarify this.
Thank God they're both here. So, when I started doing this episode, I spoke to a really famous quantum physicist. He was really frustrated at the way that people were talking about quantum computers. And I was like, okay, how do you want people to think about them like them? Okay, here's the analogy that helps me understand what quantum computers are good for. Imagine that you're on a video game map, and how you get around depends on how good you are at doing math. You may not want to play this video game. Bear with me. So first, there were no computers. Things like geometry and astronomy took forever. So you have your little pencil and paper and you're traveling across the mathematical map by walking. So it was slow. And there were lots of areas that we just couldn't explore because it was beyond our computational ability. But then we developed early computers, and that allowed us to input larger data sets and answer problems that had previously been out of reach. These new computers unlocked new areas on our mathematical map. Instead of walking everywhere, we can now ride horses. We can get farther faster, and we can access areas that were previously inaccessible. But there were still parts of the map that our computers couldn't access. Luckily, computers just kept getting better, and they allowed us to solve more and more complex math problems. As a result, our virtual map has transformed. We have roads and cars, and we're just reaching areas that were previously unreachable. Better computers mean traveling across this map faster and more easily than ever.
Okay, if you have all the computers from the mechanical processes, you see you have a real motor like in old times, and you make this tape, you put movies on here, you see, like, and you wrap it with a motor. It gives you a control speed, because you must watch it. If you put a motor and you bring it fast, the images go and you project them. Okay, so now you have a speed, a control speed given by the processor, like it is written here, how 3 megahertz. Let's to make like, let's see, it is okay, it is right here, like from what I remember, 3 megahertz, okay, 2.9, 3 megahertz. So these frequencies give you the temporal procedure. See, if you have a mechanical movement like this, you see it, the pictures, 30 pictures per second, you make a movie, and you put pictures here in a row. So you put pictures here in a row, like you scrape picture here, and this all kind of stuff had even a mechanical motor to spin it in a controlled manner to read them and to display them on. This also is a hard drive, and you read them, okay, and you have a motor to spin them with. But now you do not have this spinning stuff in your phone. It is not a motor. So it is, now to explain to you, it is, and you understand a quantum computer. It could not be okay, but it is somehow this stick is a quantum computer. I have some sticks here, 64 gigabyte stick, RS4, 32 gigabyte stick, and 8 gigabyte stick, okay, and I have pictures here, and you have text. All the information, it is a picture. If even a letter, it is a picture. A picture with 2, a picture with 8. You have a text. So the information, it is picture. It's not in any kind. So now you process picture in the time with if you put this 3 megahertz, you send the current with this 3 megahertz, it displays you in a normal manner. If you speed up this, you speed up the pictures that are okay. So now imagine you flood this with energy, with light. I've told you that it is light. The electron does not exist. Electricity, it is light. So you inscribe picture here with a laser. So laser, it is light. You inscribe a picture that it is light. So this physical material, it is hit with light. so it is light. You see light always, okay? So now you store light in a most finest manner, like with light, light itself. So okay, so you have this paper like this to support light, okay, and you inscribe light here. So now what will do a quantum computer? You see, the light shines all this CD shine. You can cover all the CD. The pictures are here, but now you must display them on a function of time. So now you must be a coherent way to store them, okay? So a quantum computer could go to all these 32,000 folders. So watch this again. It is, you see that I'm not lying. 32,000 folders with addresses, okay? So watch. Okay, if you watch that, okay, so the light enters in this stick, okay, and it floods it all at once, but now you must read it in a temporal correct manner, okay? So now, if you send a stream with some frequency like C3 megahertz, you send it, we enters here, it goes, copies the pictures, comes back, okay? Now you display them in you can display them fast or see. So now what will be a quantum computer? It is not calculating anything, just to flood all this at once with energy. But then again, you must read it in a coherent manner. So in a way, this is a quantum stuff, if you understand, because you flood it with light all at once, with light, and the light separates by itself. And I've told you, green goes at green, this goes at, you see, you make a copy. In reality, I have a light bulb, it sends light, and it exactly for the colors, the multiple colors, you see. And you store this, not the crayons themselves, okay, you store them in a computer with light. You have light, corresponding images with many colors, tones in your. So the light in the computer. Imagine these pictures being stored here, and now you send it, flood it with light, and light separates. It knows how to separate in tone. You understand? So makes a copy and you send it, projected, on a screen. Okay. So now if you understand, you can make a computer with tapes like this. But we have you must jump from one tape to another, one tape. You can make a computer with this stuff, because it is like this. You see, hardware. You put many disks in a row, and you jump from one to another, because you Skype picture is always read picture, but you're not calculating picture. You are not computing picture. So you see, even if gives you 3 plus 3 = 6, it is because you already put the pictures and goes to that address when you inscribe the letter 6 to 6 to 3 plus 3, okay? Okay, so if you understand 3 plus 2, you make an address, you put a picture with 5, because the mathematics is synthetics, and it is no method. Immanuel Kant said this, not I, okay? Mathematics is synthetics. If you do not understand, he says in the concept of 7, it is not included 2 plus 5 = 7. It is not. But you do not know this. So you must have a picture with 2, a picture with 5, and a picture with plus, and a picture with 7. And by the procedure of injecting an address, you send, and when you go equal, it displays you 7. The picture is 7, because it is synthetics, if you understand. So you must have a picture of 7. So by the address, you make this like an address. It is not calculating or computing. So this normal computer is not calculating or computing. See, even this have a motor. See, where you write this with light. So how a quantum computer will calculate? It is not calculating anything. It is, okay? So if you understand, these guys are put to trick you, to make hard some stuff better. I've told you when there is some discovery in all the history, like in Goa'uld, Marines, SG-1, Star Trek SG-1. So they are put to trick you. Okay. So watch another part maybe, and I'll close the video.
This is all refrigerator technology. So all of these cables that you see here on the side carry signals down through the fridge into the processor, and then they do their quantum stuff, and it comes up. And it goes to these room temperature control electronics, and they turn it into things that humans can understand.
That is a quantum computer. We were allowed to touch it, which was cool.
Oh my God. So I think it's really funny that when people generally talk about like the difference between classical and quantum computers, people are like, okay, well, you know how a classical computer works, right? But like the truth is that like nobody knows that. A simplification of it is it comes down to bits. And bits are made out of pieces of silicon, and you have, you know, tens of thousands to millions of them in your computer. And they can either be in the state 0 or 1. We call it the ground state or the excited state. And everything that you type into your computer, like all words, all numbers, all colors, get translated into computer speech. But it's very binary, right? A quantum computer is run on qubits.
Qubits aren't like bits.
So if you watch that, you understand from SG-1 there is a program when you dial all the gates simultaneously. You see, so now you want to call all the numbers on the entire planet at once. So how you are doing this? Okay, let's say that you are store all the numbers or all the people phones. You can store it because it is occupying a little bit of space because it is numbers, okay, and a small energy, but it's pictures of them. Okay, so now you must flood all the numbers with light, copy them, okay, and then send them to you see there is that's what I mentioned in Stargate SG-1. There's gates, and you know that wormhole gates, and go another planet, and in some episode they dial all of them in all the galaxy at once, exactly like you are wanted to call all the numbers. But what will be the point to call all the numbers on the Earth at once? You see, so you can do it because you can copy, like you shine light over this CD, you shine light. But now you must copy them and put them addresses, and you understand. But then you do not compute the numbers. You must make something with the picture of number. You call all the planet at once at your phone. So hi everybody, I just called to say I love you, and you call all the numbers on the planet at once, okay? So, but you are not computing it. You're not calculating quantum mechanics otherwise. You have them here, you read them all at once, and then you separate it, become temporal function, because you can flood this with light. I've told you that electron. You flood this with the light, all of it, but what you will obtain? You do not have a coherent pictures with something. So now you must arrange it to make a movie, to watch it. Arrange it in a function of time to watch it. You can copy this at once. Maybe you put it in some ultraviolet light. You see some light. All it is light. Oh, the electricity is light. I've told you. And you copy it at once. But then when you display it, you must display it in a temporal function. So in a sense, if you understand, this is a quantum already, because you flood it with light. When you copy it in a function of time, maybe to decrease the process of copying. So now you flood it with a function 3 megahertz, like this is wrote here, megahertz, like a frequency of light. You send them through it and you copy it. But now you make it like a light bulb shines the light, you see. Maybe you can shine the light through all of it and copy all the pictures at once. But then when you display it, you must have a function of time. So in a quantum manner, what quantum matter? You copy all at once, or you see, to invent some method to flood this and to download it in a nanosecond, all of it at once in a nanosecond, because you flood it with light and it makes a copy. You see, but then when you display it, you must have a function of time. So it will be some improvement if you understand. You can dial all the planet at once. Okay, if you or you can copy all the pictures at once, or fast maybe, but then you must display them, and you're not calculating pictures, you read the pictures. You are not computing. Unfortunate name. This is not computing. This is not a hard drive. This is not computing. This RAM is not computing. I've told you. So where is the computing part? So many things I've told in this video. I already wanted to tell you that we can go to the stars. That do not seem crazy. I've told you that Einstein is false physics, quantum mechanics, false physics. Tricks, like Goa'uld tricks. I mentioned the Stargate H1. Goa'uld tricks to trick you, to put them who they want, okay? So the stars are small, they're not like our sun, they're plucked in a light field. The board of our galaxy in clouds, black clouds, the matter does not produce light, it is black, all the matter. And we can go to the stars, and our galaxy is a sphere. The galaxies are simply stars, small clouds like a thunder cloud full of pieces, and electroshock produce light. I've told you in my channel, Einstein's false physics, quantum mechanics false physics, mass itself false physics, and even Newton is false physics. I'm telling you this in my channel. So now you understand all the planet is tricked, the computer, all these guys I've told you. The computer is not calculating, is not computing. The mathematics is synthetic. So now you understand the level of the science of computer sciences on the planet. You read and send picture, and you can read them at once, but you can put it on a temporal function. So what is quantum? Computers. Goodbye. God bless. This is like, subscribe if you want. We can go to the stars. The stars are close. We can colonize the planet. If you understand, the chemistry is wrong. The electron does not exist. There's some pictures with some formulas that they invented, and they're false. Einstein's false physics. We can go to these planets, okay? This Jupiter planet, the asteroids and all that. But with these lights, you will never go. You will die all the phones in all the galaxy, maybe someday at once, and you're still going to light some dudes that you to take all the jobs, good jobs, and for them to sell them bullshit stories like this quantum bullshit that you do not understand, and Ron's equation with this psychopath psi Sam equals some triangle with bullshit, and these were made with inventions with some paint. You see on a tape, this is a plastic tape, and you paint some paint and you put pictures with light. No, the guy lied, the Thomson, the electron, and all the guys, for you to be like a sucker and they to go and make this. You paint this and you read it with some, you see. You put a glass like a normal mirror and you read it. See, and you put light, and then they're bullshitting with the electron. You see, they discover like this tape. You put here like a paint. It is similar. It is even like a small thing like this, and you read it with light. You read it and you put picture, and then they are bullshitting you with these quantum computing levels, this mathematics, like all the probabilities, all the suckers in this world. So I'm telling you, real science. This was an invention, and that's why they do not know, and the world is tricking them. If you understand, the computer is the old video type player. It is a central unit when all the phone goes and are distributed with addresses and numbers and letters, and it is a way put a picture and read them. Okay, so I can give you a gigabyte of lies in a nanosecond on all the internet. The computer is not computing. Like, share, and subscribe. This is the way I made the video. Maybe a big video, but I've told you many things. We can go to the stars, man. This is my point. The Big Bang is false. The stars are close. Goodbye. God bless.